¿Qué tal, chavales? Bienvenidos un día más, bienvenidos al canal de JK y bienvenidos a lo que vamos a ver. Son los tres trailers más impresionantes de Ubisoft, que es impresionante lo que está haciendo Ubisoft. Vamos a ver los tres vídeos y bueno, vamos a ello. Y nada, gente, como siempre, suscribiros al canal, dejar un buen like, como siempre. Y nada, gente, muchas gracias a todos los que os pasáis, muchísimas gracias por ver los vídeos y bueno, como siempre, vamos al lío, vamos a lo que nos interesa. Y nada, pues vamos al vídeo. Vamos ahí, espera un momento, ya estamos aquí y vamos a ver el primero. Perdonad.
Points of light glow like stars in a black sky. The view draws back, revealing the lights glittering inside a piece of a broken crystal that glows blue as it sits on a table with a pike mask, a deck of sabacc cards, and data discs. A creature's little hand reaches up and swipes an oval object with a scaly black surface off the table. Carrying the object in its mouth, the creature, the size of a small dog with 3 tendrils on each side of its gecko-like face, brings it to a young woman kneeling to the side of a doorway.
Good boy.
She pockets the object.
I want that fighter stripped for parts by tomorrow.
The woman peers through the doorway.
All right, Nix. Let's go get paid.
She sneaks up on a guy just beyond the doorway and punches him out.
That worked.
She creeps behind stacked crates toward 2 figures on a walkway.
Because he knows how to handle the Empire.
We cannot trust those officers. They take our credits now, but what stops them from stabbing us in the back?
The young woman hides as one of the figures walks away.
Nix.
Various options toggle on screen. Attack, distract, and press, which gets selected.
Hit that button.
The creature, Nyx, dashes to a control panel and jumps up to press a button. A pulley system starts to move, carrying a large crate across the walkway.
Nice one.
The young woman jumps on, and Nyx leaps onto her back.
Hang on tight, little buddy.
She clings to the side of the crate as it carries her over the facility, full of starship parts. She drops onto the lowest level near a thruster and stays low as she moves among the spare parts.
Está guapo esto, ¿eh?
A Rhodian points a gun at her. A subtitle reads, "Hired gun, in Huttese. What are you doing?"
Hey, I was just like...
Blast her! The young woman draws her own blaster, shooting down the Rhodian.
Okay, we'll figure this out.
The young woman runs up a ramp as explosions rock the lowest level. Red emergency lights flash on the next floor, where an enemy activates a shield.
Shield!
An option appears, blaster or focused, which selects. She fires, disabling the shield and knocking out the enemy. As blaster fire comes at her from multiple directions, she ducks behind a barrier before firing back.
Hey, Nick! Catch!
She fires at something near a TIE fighter on a scaffolding platform, causing an explosion.
This is getting bad.
She shoots onto the lower level, where 2 enemies firing at her take cover. She takes out one enemy, then shoots at the other. An option appears. Pick up.
Let's try this out.
She opens fire with a blaster rifle, causing an explosion that sends people flying.
Dink Ferric!
Stop her!
She tosses the spent rifle and runs for an open dock. Throwing a cable onto a mechanical arm, the young woman lowers herself out of the facility with Nyx on her back.
I think that went pretty well, right?
Still under fire, she hops on a speeder bike and heads across rocky terrain until she outruns the attack. Racing over a plateau, she catches air, finding 2 pursuers up ahead.
These guys don't quit!
Maneuvering between them, the young woman pulls ahead on a dirt road.
Hang on!
On the back of her bike, Nyx looks behind them. The pursuers overtake her, then the view slows as the young woman draws her blaster.
Ah, a lo Matrix.
She fires on one pursuer, then the second, causing him to crash into a rock formation.
That was close.
She hugs the dirt road's curves.
ND5, I got the package. Where are you?
Waiting for you at Jauntus Hope. Were you seen?
I said I got it. What else matters?
Should I assume we won't be working for the Pikes anytime soon?
Well, they'll probably forgive me.
Comforting.
The young woman steers around a rider going in the opposite direction as she heads toward a town.
There's Jauntus Hope. We made it, Nix.
She drives beneath an arched entrance with letters hanging from above. Parking her bike, she hops off and stares toward a circular building. Text appears. Janta's hope, Toshara. She waits for a speeder to pass before crossing the road. Breaking into a jog, she goes by a Twi'lek woman leaning against a post. Weathered doors slide open for the young woman and Nyx to enter a dimly lit cantina, where they approach a humanoid droid wearing a long coat at the bar.
Hey, Andy.
You're late, Kay. Donka's waiting.
What? Are you worried?
No.
Okay.
A bouncer stops them. A subtitle reads, "Bouncer" in Huttese, not the droid.
What?
Be careful. Donka's a broker, not a friend. She can't be trusted.
Who can out here? See you back at the ship.
Downstairs, Kay passes through a beaded curtain into a private area where a hologram shows a fight. A Mon Calamari wearing a popped collar and layers of necklaces sits with an Imperial officer.
Round 2 and I still like my odds.
Her companion nods toward Kay as she approaches their table.
Kay Vess. Back already? I told you she's fresh, but she's good.
Who's this?
Just a friend. Join us.
Kay sets down the black object as she sits.
Job was more complicated than you said, Donka.
You lived.
Donka opens the object, revealing shifting mushroom-like plants growing inside. Nyx leans in close.
Hey, these aren't toys.
Nyx backs down, and Donka plucks one of the plants.
They're investments.
The officer holds out her gloved hand expectantly, and Donka gives her the plant, then pays Kay.
Wait. We haven't met.
Don't really know many of you.
Stealing illegal contraband, running with syndicates. I could say you're a threat to the Empire. But I won't have to, if you're smart.
2 options appear: bribe or do not bribe. The latter is selected.
Thanks, but I'm smart enough to get myself out of trouble.
You pay the tax just like everyone else.
Kay draws her blaster.
Let's just relax.
The officer holds up a comlink.
You won't make it off to Shara alive.
Está muy guapo esto, ¿eh?
Maybe.
Impresionante, ¿eh?
Backing away from the table, Kay holsters her weapon and strides through the beaded
Impresionante
curtain.
el juego, cómo está hecho, chicos.
Upstairs.
Impresionante.
Appears on screens throughout the establishment.
All troopers, we have reports of a fugitive in Jaunta's Hope. Move to apprehend.
Kay runs outside.
That Imperial announcement wouldn't be about you, would it?
Could be.
I told you not to trust her.
Not the first time we've outrun the Empire.
With Nyx running at her side, Kay sprints up a ramp onto a landing pad. They hurry up a ship's open ramp, and once inside, make a beeline for the cockpit, where ND5 waits in the co-pilot's seat.
We need to leave.
Yeah, no kidding.
As Kay sits in the pilot's chair, options appear over the seat, controls, and navigation computer. The ship lifts off, coasting clear of the landing pad before accelerating in an upward trajectory into the cloudy blue sky. The ship passes into a cloud, the thrusters glowing through the surrounding haze as the craft ascends. The haze clears as they leave the atmosphere. They arrive near disabled ships and floating debris. Text reads, Toshara Orbit, Toshara System.
Oh, are we good?
Nothing on the sensors. Yet.
Suddenly, firing ships close in on them.
Anybody on the sensors now?
TIE fighters on us.
Near the wreckage of a ship, Kay fires back.
Got one.
I feel inclined to remind you that we should shake the Empire. Quickly.
Thanks, I'm working on it.
Kay flies through a hole in a giant piece of the disabled ship, emerging in a thick debris field. Another ship fires on them. Kay accelerates between 2 halves of another large piece of wreckage for cover. As her ship coasts back into the open, an enemy vessel appears out of hyperspace.
ND, get us out of here.
Duncan's dueling hyperdrive.
Kay's ship barrel rolls to the side to avoid a blast.
Let's jump.
Stars stretch into streaks of light as the ship makes the jump to hyperspace. It emerges near an asteroid field above a gray planet. Akiva Orbit, Akiva System.
We made it.
Text appears. Quest completed. The Broker. Curving lines resembling parentheses framing the ship center on the planet. On board, Nyx leans his front legs against Kay's seat and she invites him onto her lap. He hops up and she pets him.
Hey.
She pulls one of the plants out of her pocket and eyes its bulbous purple top.
Got your new toy.
Nix happily holds it between his teeth.
So, where do we go next?
Anywhere we want.
Nix jumps out of her lap and Kay pushes the ship's throttle forward. Nix leaps onto the back of the captain's seat as they weave through the asteroid field toward the planet. Seen from behind, Kay finds herself surrounded and puts up her hands, but draws her blaster as someone fires at her. She ducks into a doorway. Later, she sees people fleeing and steps out to find an AT-ST towering over her. Various views follow Kay through different environments, including a snowy street, an arid town, and an industrial facility with ND5. Now, Kay sneaks through a hangar swarming with
Es que gráficamente impresionante.
down a trooper, then bashes into a second. A TIE fighter chases Kay's ship out of an exploding hangar.
Increíble.
Star Wars Outlaws, coming 2024.
StarWarsOutlaws.com.
Es que... No sé. Es que no sé qué decir, de esto, Esto es... Esto es muy bueno, Vamos a ver otro, pero este es buenísimo. Suscribiros al canal, chicos. Suscribiros al canal. No os olvidéis. Vamos a ver este.
There you are.
Don't let him escape!
Time to vanish.
Get back here, dog! You hear that, bloodbag? Stand and fight, you worm! You're dead! Getting away!
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
I am glad you're safe.
Alhamdulillah. A first of many achievements to come, Basim.
We should only hope. There's still much work to do. While our focus was on Al-Ghul, Fulov quietly scouted the city for where we could erect more bureaus.
I have found dwellings in 3 districts that are most unassuming. Abid and Rebecca have arrived from Alamut and set off to Al Abbasiyah and Karkh. I will make my way to Sharqiya shortly.
And I will join Rebecca in Karkh, where corruption is as common as the arid air. See Abu Ja'far about some things he's been working on. Then come find us.
Have a look, Basim. I may have something that is of interest to you.
Resourceful as always. My thanks, Abu Ja'far. This is the place. What do you see, Enkidu? Let us reconsider the approach. Act as usual.
That guard who likes me said she and Ali's followers are trying to overthrow the prince.
What madness! They will surely fail.
Shit! What? She got the bastards! What? Hey! Die now! Hey!
The sky is safe, my friend. Survey the area, Enkidu. There is my target.
I heard his favorite was a spy. And that could be why we had her locked up.
You learn your play!
Esto es como mucho Matrix, mucho Matrix. Madre mía, hijo mío. Claro, aquí a los Matrix están haciendo los juegos ahora.
Thank you so much.
Come on.
There he is! Stop him! No!
Where is the sword? He must face the law.
Guapo, ¿no? Hombre, está muy guapo esto, ¿eh? Está muy guapo. Y vamos a ver Avatar. Que
Os damos la bienvenida a Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora, un juego de acción y aventura en primera persona que os invita a explorar el universo de Avatar en una experiencia inmersiva de mundo abierto. Soy Dite Dinfeld, directora del juego, y estoy muy emocionada por revelar lo que os aguarda en él. La historia del juego comienza cuando la RDA empieza a operar en la frontera occidental. John Mercer, uno de sus líderes, os secuestra junto con otros niños Navi para enseñaros las costumbres humanas con la esperanza de volveros en contra de vuestro propio pueblo. Pero su plan se interrumpe por la batalla de las montañas Aleluya y os someten a criogenización de emergencia. Cuando despertáis, 15 años después, sois extraños en vuestro propio mundo. Conscientes del peligro que supone la RDA, os proponéis acabar con ellos y buscaréis la ayuda de otros clanes Navi. Al principio, os percibirán como forasteros y tendréis que reconectar con vuestra herencia Navi para ganaros su confianza. Hallaréis vuestro propio camino que os llevará a descubrir qué significa ser Navi. Exploraréis nuevas regiones de Pandora, cada una con sus biomas exclusivos. El bosque de Kinglor es una selva exuberante, repleta de vida y vegetación frondosa, a la sombra de las imponentes montañas flotantes. Este es el hogar de los Aránage, un clan de pacíficos tejedores que os guiarán en vuestras primeras cacerías y en vuestro primer vuelo. Los Aránage os enseñarán a llegar a la colonia, donde formaréis un vínculo con vuestra propia Ikran. La Ikran será una fiel acompañante a la que podréis nombrar, alimentar y personalizar. Realizad acrobacias en pleno vuelo y sentid cómo fluye la adrenalina al lanzaros en picado y explorar el mundo abierto de Pandora desde el aire. Si viajáis al norte, llegaréis a las llanuras altas. Una inmensa pradera llena de contrastes y horizontes despejados hasta donde alcanza la vista. Aquí vive el clan de los Ceswa, un pueblo nómada en simbiosis con los gigantescos Zakrus. Ganaos su confianza y os enseñarán el arte de montar en Nefastéquido. Y más al oeste, el misterioso bosque nublado, donde envuelto en la niebla, nada es lo que parece. Aquí viven los Kame Tire, un clan de sanadores con sus oscuros motivos para permanecer ocultos. Las operaciones de la RDA amenazan Pandora. Construyen todo tipo de instalaciones para explotar recursos a cualquier precio, propagando una terrible contaminación. En el proceso, los animales sufren y son cazados. Tendréis que impedir que la RDA asole vuestro hogar y más tarde llevaréis la batalla hasta sus puertas. Como criatura Navi entre dos mundos, aprenderéis distintos estilos de combate. Vuestros instintos os permiten ver todo el campo de batalla, marcar a los enemigos e identificar puntos débiles. Las armas Navi son versátiles y precisas. Podéis usar el arco largo contra objetivos lejanos o la onda de fuste para tender trampas. Para tácticas más explosivas, sacad partido del entrenamiento humano con un rifle de asalto, una escopeta o id a lo grande con un lanzacohetes. A pie, usad vuestra tremenda fuerza para derribar unidades AMP. Por encima de las nubes, vuestro Ikran os ayudará en el combate contra la RDA. Destruir instalaciones de la RDA tendrá consecuencias tangibles en el mundo. Al eliminar la contaminación, Pandora se recupera. Podréis recoger materiales de la mejor calidad y fabricar armas y equipo aún mejores. Encontraréis ingredientes para cocinar y hacer la comida más nutritiva. A medida que vayáis descubriendo qué significa ser Navi, mejoraréis vuestras destrezas conectando con Eywa con las plantas Tarsiu y aprendiendo de los recuerdos de vuestros ancestros. Las mejoras de habilidades desarrollarán aspectos de vuestro personaje, como la agilidad natural con la que os movéis, el enfoque sigiloso de la caza o la lucha, o el manejo de armas y monturas. Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora es un fascinante juego de acción y aventura que aprovecha toda la potencia de las consolas de nueva generación y los PC. Podréis jugar la campaña completa para un único jugador o con un amigo en el cooperativo en línea para 2 jugadores. Os invitamos a explorar este maravilloso mundo. Convertíos en Navi y eliminad a la RDA para proteger Pandora.
Está guapo esto, ¿eh? El Avatar. Está muy guapo. Esto está súper guapo, gente. Está impresionante, ¿no? Está muy guapo, ¿eh? Ubisoft ha hecho algo bueno, ¿eh? Sí, lo ha hecho. Yo creo que sí, ¿no? No sé. He visto cosas. He visto ahí cositas, ¿no? Y yo qué sé, no sé. Espera. Que vamos a ver el Príncipe de Persia, que nos queda por ver. Pero como siempre, suscribiros al canal de DJK. Suscribiros, no os olvidéis. Así que nada, vamos a esto.
When entering Mount Kaf, your mission is clear. Find Prince Hassan and bring him back to Persepolis. However, Mount Kaf becomes a prison full of hostile inhabitants. Now separated from your allies, you discover a grand citadel full of mysteries, where time flows differently.
What is this sorcery?
The past coexists with the future. In this cursed land, exploration is everything. This is a semi-open world that delivers new secrets as you find new powers. But to reach new areas, you have to master your skills and your sense of timing. A trademark of Prince of Persia.
What would you like to buy?
During this epic journey, you won't be the only one trapped in Mount Kaf.
Goddess and blacksmith to the gods.
Some dwellers are willing to help you, while others are more reluctant. However, Sargon is not a warrior like any other. He is a wild beast, known for being elusive, ruthless, and extremely skillful on the battlefield. Fueled by anger, he constantly puts his life on the line to perform devastating attacks. Time powers are back. But this time...
What the hell was that?
Not only in your hands. To face such a challenge, master a new side to these time powers and defy gravity. By combining all these skills together, you can express your creativity to solve Mount Kaf's mysteries. And execute brutal combos in epic combat. And that's just a glimpse of what Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown is all about. On behalf of the team from Ubisoft Montpellier, we cannot wait for you to put your hands on the game.
Está bastante guapo, ¿eh?
It releases on January 18, 2024, on all platforms.
Está bastante interesante y bastante, bueno, no sé, por lo que yo veo, está bastante interesante todo lo que hemos visto, ¿no? Y bueno, por lo que veo, está bastante interesante, ¿no? Lo de Ubisoft. Ha estado muy guapo lo de Ubisoft. Y nada, gente, si os gusta ya sabéis, os podéis suscribir, dejadme un like, como siempre. Y nada, nos vemos dentro de un rato en directo. Así que nada, nos vemos en nada en lo que se viene luego, que luego veremos esto. Capcom, que hoy Capcom va a hacer directo, así que nos vemos ahí en directo ahora. Así que nada, gente, un like y nos vemos ahora. Venga, hasta luego, chao.